Another holiday weekend, another ransomware attack, and this morning many American businesses are feeling the effects. This time the target was Miami-based international software management company Kaseya. And that attack now thought to have affected thousands of other organizations who use their products. President Biden now directing U.S. intelligence agencies to investigate. REvil, the group believed to be behind the attack, may be based in Russia or Eastern Europe, and is the same one that targeted major meat supplier JBS last Memorial Day weekend. This time, hackers sent out ransom notes demanding as much as $5 million, and it's now believed to be one of the largest criminal ransomware attacks in history. With me now is cybersecurity expert and CEO of Adlumin, Inc., Robert Johnston. He's also responsible for solving the 2016 DNC hack. So, Robert, some of your customers and your partners were actually affected by this attack. I mean, what are you hearing from them? And once they get into the office on Tuesday, are they going to be able to work?
Well, I don't think they actually left the office on Friday. Wow. So they're still, many of them are still in there. They're still working these incidents. You know, this particular attack is nefarious for the reasons that the software that was utilized to inflict that damage is typically used by service providers or telephone service providers or someone providing some ancillary service to a business. And the resultant factor is that they have extremely high levels of access to the environment. It's a passive attack. It's very stealthy, and it's very hard to detect.
So you had mentioned that they probably haven't left the office. I mean, we know the timing here isn't a coincidence. A lot of these hackers use times like these weekends, holidays, when fewer people might be there to do this. Talk to us about not only the significance of this weekend, the timing, but also the target here, a software management company.
It's absolutely tactics. It is not a coincidence that they decided to launch this kind of an attack on the eve or the precipice of the 4th of July weekend. The reason you choose a day like that to launch an attack is you know that many Americans have taken off early on Friday. They've checked out. They're ready for the 4th of July weekend. Personnel are low. The reaction time is going to be slowed down. Your best people are already out for the weekend, probably taken off. So it's a great time to launch an attack. It's a really difficult time to mount a defense.
Well, President Biden responded saying that right now it's unclear whether the hackers are Russian. Let's listen to what he said.
The fact is that I've directed the intelligence community to give me a deep dive on what's happened, and I'll know better tomorrow. And if it is either with the knowledge of and or a consequence of Russia, then I told Putin we will respond.
You have called this the most significant national security threat in our country right now, these ransomware attacks. Is that an appropriate response? What do you think the president should do?
You know, it is an appropriate response now. In 2016, election influence was the #1 threat. Today, that has been far surpassed by ransomware groups. What's interesting about these ransomware groups, and I think what President Biden is really talking about here, is the complicity of the Russian government. This is not a group that's associated with an intelligence agency. This is a crime group, an organized crime group, similar to organized crime groups we have here in the United States. So a lot of these nation states are allowing these organized crime groups to operate with impunity. And I think his investigation is trying to find out if the Russian government had some hand in either aiding or abetting the attack, or I think probably more likely just looking the other way. Because what he wants to do is he wants nations to be responsible, just like we are in the United States, for busting up organized crime. Here in the U.S., we take organized crime seriously. We throw those people in jail. We want Russia to do the same.
All right, Robert Johnston, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.